Hello, happy 1st of October. I'm here. Not sure if you're going to see this, but welcome. I'm hoping to do Vlogtober. As you will see from my video that I put up yesterday, technically I don't think it was great. Sort of two reasons really. Let's get into the middle of the camera. Yeah, two reasons really. I filmed later in the day, with it being a month later. I don't think the light was great, and I hadn't realised, and I think that affected perhaps some of the things that I was showing. So I do apologise. I'm not sure if we can do anything about it yet, but please bear with me. I've had a couple of people that have made really nice comments about the lighting and apologised, and it's absolutely fine. I'm fine for you to comment and say, oh, I don't think the lighting was very good, or the sound was a bit crackly. That's absolutely fine. I need that feedback, and I welcome anything to make myself what's the word, what's the expression, to be easy. I know I'm not easy on the eye. Don't get me wrong, I'm no like Cameron Diaz, but you're not going to be watching and thinking, oh my word, that's too dark, or that's too noisy. So there will occasionally, unfortunately, be a little bit of dog barking. I've got 5 jacks and I can't really do much about that. So yeah, let's stop the waffle. So welcome. What I plan to do for October is to film little short snippets over the course of a week, and I'll put it up at the end of each week. So hopefully there will be something for you to have a look at next Friday. Right. Very different look for me today. I've not washed my hair, so I've pulled it back. It is the 1st of October, Thursday the 1st of October 2020, for anybody that is watching in the future. And Thursdays for me from September have been my day with my youngest little granny baby, my little bunny, my youngest grandson. My daughter's gone back to work, so we are allowed to be in a bubble. And she keeps saying to me, oh, thank you, Mum, for looking after him. Nursery fees are just ridiculous. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. So it's about 7:30 in the morning. So I've sort of got up, got ready, wearing my Spice Girl t-shirt. I'm here. I'm going to perhaps try and do a bit of yoga. So what am I hoping to show you over the next month? A little bit of my life. I think it's going to be quite different. Before lockdown, I used to chase around a lot and do a lot. I was involved with my oldest 2 grandchildren with childcare, etc. I used to go to a quilting club sort of once a week. I used to do Girls Brigade on a Wednesday night. I'm captain of a local company. I've been doing that for about 20 years. Oh my word, do I miss the girls? Do I miss that interaction with them? It's such a privileged role. And obviously my crafting, various crafts that I'm into, my dogs, my husband. I've just realised what I've said, but my husband's right at the end. But yeah, that's where I am. So and I'll just say about 4 years ago, I wasn't very well. It was quite serious. I didn't have cancer or any life-threatening condition, but I suffer with tonsillitis, and I will get every sort of few years, and I've kind of escaped having them taken out. I've just said I'm too old now to have them taken out. But yeah, I had tonsillitis, but I had a really bad infection in my lymph nodes, and I had these enormous, like, I don't know, like spots, sores, like almost like a boil, like all over my legs. And on top of that, I had a bit of arthritis. I was fine. I was sort of bedbound for about 2 to 3 weeks. I went from being, I just turned 50. So I went from just like a normal, I don't know, 50-year-old to like a little 90-year-old woman overnight, and we didn't know what it was. I was sort of kind of, when I could walk, I was walking like John Wayne around, and so I was in the house for about 6 weeks. It was really, really painful, but you know, lucky enough, I went to the NHS. Oh my word, I was so lucky that I saw this guy, and he knew instantly what it was. He was fairly sure, but he sent me to another doctor. He explained what it was. He said it is serious. He said, but it's not life threatening. He said, but what you'll need is a course of steroids. And I've always been, you know, healthy. I only ever been in hospital twice when I had my girls. But I think when you just take your health for granted. So we went to the doctors, and he gave me a course of steroids, a couple of courses of steroids, and I was allowed to go out after about 6 weeks. I can't tell you how difficult it was to be in the house. So I really understand how people can be, how they can feel, how their mental health can be affected by staying inside and your body not working as it should be. So it's left me with a bit of stiffness. It has left me with the stiffness down the right side. But I think I have been doing a lot of thinking this year, and I think also it's affected me mentally. So my goal for October is to get into my yoga. Well, get into my yoga. I've only just started. So to get into my yoga, do a bit of yoga, to sort of do the walking, and my husband cleared the garage last weekend. So we found our bikes. He'd strung them up when we first moved here about 7 years ago. We got them back a year later, and he strung them up to the roof so we couldn't use them. So they're out. His tyres are pumped up. I evidently need another tyre. Not another tyre. I need a different pump. So we're going to have a go at that. So you might see a bit of footage of me riding a bike, which for the novelty factor should be quite hilarious. So I've got my Spice Girls t-shirt on. I've probably only been to about maybe 5 concerts. This was the very first concert that I went to about 25 years ago. And I took my eldest daughter. She was heavily into Jerry Spice, Jerry Horner. So I'm just comfortable. I've also got this on. So we've got the 5 Jack Russells, and we do suffer with pack mentality. We've had a trainer in. They've come in, and she met the dogs, and she said she knew exactly what the problem was, and it was my husband and myself. We have very different views. The children moved out, and I sort of had more free time, took up my crafting, and my husband's taken over the dogs. So they're totally out of control. In the sense of they don't come when they're called. I don't want them to do lots of tricks, but I want them to be able to come. I want them to be quiet. And having a pack, we have them all together. So that's where the problems come. Normally you have a dog, train it, and then maybe you'll get another dog, you'll train that. But we had Bronte, the mum, and we had Max. Had Bronte for about 6 months, and then I went to get Max, and we had planned for her to have a litter, but Max kind of got in there a bit quicker than what we expected, and then we had 5 boys. So yeah, Max was just ended up being a bit confused. So we've been really working with him, and he's a lot better. Bronte's like a little princess. She goes off, does what she wants to do. So I'm hoping to, so show you a bit of what I'm doing, sort of yoga, fitness, perhaps show you, obviously show you some crafting, maybe a bit of training with the dogs. Let's just see how we get on with that. There might be a little bit of footage of my little granny baby. So he's coming, well, he will be here shortly. And oh yes, I mentioned in my video yesterday that I am going to open an Etsy shop. So made my bags, my rainbow bags. So we have a bag, we have it in the pink, do have a blue one, I think that's upstairs. I've got a stitch holder to go with it. I've got a little lavender handbag and a lotions pouch. So what I've got to do, I won't be able to get to do this today, but I will be writing all I will be finalising, that's the word I was looking for, finalising like the product details, and it goes up, it was going to go up on Sunday the 3rd of October, so by the time you see this, the shop will already be live. I decided to do a rainbow print. I absolutely love rainbows. They are very significant for us this year. I'll be putting some pictures up as well, and I wanted to make, for every sale that I would be lucky enough to make, I want to donate 15% to Mind. Mindfulness is really going to show in this video. I really connected with this and realised how important it is, and especially how changing your thought pattern can make such a big difference. I haven't really exercised the last 4 years. I've put on quite a lot of weight. I've always been very curvy. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to be a model. I don't want to be like a stick. I want to be healthy. I've booked an eye test. I'm having trouble with my sight. No, nothing major, but it's bothering me, so I need to get that sorted. So I am being proactive. Dogs are barking, so I think my grandson has arrived, so I am off to do granny duty, and I look forward to sharing things with you and putting this up next week. Okay, bye. It's Saturday, the 3rd of October. Looks like autumn is really here. Raining outside. Yeah, not good. So what have I got planned today? I was going to do some baking. There's no baking powder in the house. I'm going to go and get some of that. Come back. I'm not sure now whether I'm going to have the time frame to do some cooking. I'm hoping to do a bit of knitting later, maybe watch podcast, just have a bit of a slow Saturday, so we will see. Speak to you later. Alright, bye. Monday the 5th of October. Just to say, going out. Haven't been out since week last Friday. So it's what, 10 days in the house. So we're just going to go to a little sort of crafty shop. It's called Hobbycraft here in England. Could go and have a look. Just an excuse to get out, really. I think I need some thread. That's my reason. I'm not just going out. No spontaneity here. So I'll see you later. I'll let you know how I get on. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the weather. Really drizzly. More of a November day, if I'm honest, rather than an October day. Still got some flowers left. I'll just turn you around and show you the beautiful hydrangeas in my garden. Hello, I've got my mask, I'm all prepared, I'm out, I'm going to Hobbycraft, it's raining, it's drizzling, I've got my hat on, but I don't care. Good morning. It is Tuesday the 6th. I had to check the date. Still having to think sometimes what day it is, and definitely what date it is. Morning. Happy October. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, this is not a good look for me. You can then kind of see my chin, can't you? I don't know what I should do. Or both my chins, I should say. Oh, to have just a chin. What was I going to say to you today? The weather is wet, rainy. Yeah, I'm in today, so I'm not bothered. Might have a problem getting the dogs to go outside. Right, I'll try and hide my chins. That's better. So what have I got on the agenda today? Tuesday is bed day. I'll just strip the bed, do my bedroom, and I do try and give it a good clean once a week. Even though it's only us two, the luxury of clean bedding, iron bedding, putting on the bed is just bliss. It's worth all the hard work. It isn't really that hard. It's I think I just sort of procrastinate too much, and it takes me all day. Whereas if I got on with it, I'll just get it done, and that would be it. So today I am doing my bedroom. I've got to clean a bathroom, so that's my housewifey jobs. I'm going to order a pair of trainers, running trainers. Also, I spoke to you before on the 1st, that we were hoping to get the bikes out and get those up and running. So my husband had hung them up from the roof of the garage. They are now down. His is pumped up, and surprisingly, mine doesn't fit our pump. So I wonder why that is. But we've borrowed a pump. We're hoping that will have the fitting that we need for my bike. So I was asking what I would need on my feet. I have a pair of trainers. I don't really do trainers. I was hoping to go on my boots, but I don't think that's suitable. So I'm going to order myself a pair of new trainers and order running trainers. Oh, it's that difficult. I don't fancy going into a shop and trying like shoes and things on, so I'll just order them online and then they can come and hopefully they'll be okay. So that's that. I have a few orders from my Etsy shop. So that's really nice, really nice. So I've got to get those ready today. So I think that's going to be my focus as well, to get that. So hopefully I will get off now and I will speak to you. It's better, isn't it? Should I do that? I will speak to you a bit later and see how far I've got on and whether I've done that hoovering. Okay, bye. Hello, it's Wednesday today. Oh, Wednesday today. I'm in the hall, so it's very echoey. We're just going into town. I'm going to get a new phone, which I absolutely hate going into those shops. I don't understand why it takes 3 hours to get a phone. But I've got a new dress, so that's my little treat to myself. Got my leaf out, my autumn look, rocking my autumn look today. We'll see. Hello. Oh, as you can see, we're back. My word, it was so windy out there. Well, it was an experience and a half today to go out into town. It was probably about 12 miles away. I think a lot of people we order online, especially in this current situation. So I'm back. We've ordered a phone. I think this week is going to be my technology week. We went into town, and unbeknown to us, the shop's closed, so we had to go over the other side of town to what's called a retail park and order a phone. I just don't understand why it takes about 3 hours to put your details in and everything. So I've got my heart set on an iPhone, but I've got a Samsung because otherwise I'd lose all my details. I have to have a new number and whatever. And I was like, oh. So we did that. I thought that was going to be the easiest option, but we were still in there for absolutely ages. But that's done, so hopefully I won't have a cracked phone anymore, and I should perhaps not be so hard on myself. I am getting better. Hopefully I'm going to be able to edit this vlog and get this up, so that would be good. But we went to Marks and Spencer's, so some biscuits. Marks and Spencer's, for those of you who are not UK residents, is like a really nice shop, a bit like a, how can I describe it? It sells like clothes, men's, women's, ladies, sells a bit of furniture, normally has a nice cafe with cakes in, and they also sell food as well. So we go in and it's a treat. So the biscuits are going to go in our Christmas box. I normally get Christmas box together about September time, start putting things in like biscuits, chocolate, nuts, things I might need, for cooking, like Christmassy things, like dried fruit and things like that for Christmas cakes. And sometimes we already start on the box before Christmas arrives. But yes, so what did I get? Oh, I got myself a couple of magazines. Got my quilters today magazine. I think this is, take it out with plastic. I think this is a really good quilting magazine. There's really nice articles in there, some nice patterns and things, and they do give you a freebie. Sometimes like it's a little book of patterns in, sometimes it's templates. So this is templates today. Oh, a festive applique templates. Not that you'll be able to see what you can do with that, but that looks lovely. So I'll enjoy sort of sitting and flicking through that. Normally they tell you what to do with the festive template, so I'll need to, yeah, oh, here they are, look. You can do things like that. So that'll be quite nice. Oh, Bronte's outside, she doesn't want to be out in the cold. And I've got that the simple things. Yes, Marks Spencer's was very peculiar today, that you couldn't go in one door because you were only allowed to come out, but there was no sign before you approached, so you had to walk all the way around the building to the front of the shop. You could go in or out that way. Then there's a third entrance, but you can only come in. So I think that's if you come off the train, you could go in, which that was, yeah, really peculiar. So I've got this. Spencer's Christmas. I don't drink gin, but that looks really pretty, and evidently it lights up. So I used my Yarndale bag, the Yarndale that was for this year. We weren't able to go, but we did take part in the Yarndale thing. I thought, I didn't, we dipped in and out. Oh, and I also bought some black treacle. The reason I'm so excited is it normally comes in, it's like a tin, red tin. And it's fine, but if you don't use all of it, it just gets really sticky. And I just thought, well, for £1.50, I'm going to use that because I'm aiming to bake a cake, and I've decided I'm going to make some parkin, which is very bonfire-y night. You normally have that sort of October, November time, and it's ginger cake, but it's a northeast England recipe, which is delicious. So my husband will be pleased with that. So I came home to some Happy Post. I'm always using the knives to open things, it goes mad. So I've got an advent calendar this year. I've never had one before. So this is from this lady here, Siobhan. Is it Siobhan? Siobhan Crafts Advent Calendars. And oh wow, it's packed really nicely. I'm not sure whether I should actually show you. I think I can show you. I'll show you this. If you have ordered one and yours hasn't arrived, look away. I'll show you a couple of things. She has packed this lovely. Actually, I've never had an advent calendar, so I don't know. So that I can open on 1st December. I don't know what that is. And then it looks like everything are in these little boxes. How beautiful are they? So they're lovely, really lovely, and could reuse them. I'm try and reuse as much as I can, really. I had to go to the post office in town. We don't have a post office anymore. We have to go into Smith's and go upstairs, hence the magazines that I bought. So that was a treat. And then also my other treat to myself. I've still not gone out on my bike. There's a problem with the fitting on my tyre for a pump, so I might even have to go back to the shop, which we're too tired to do that now, so that might not be for the next few days. I was asking what I would need to have on my feet. I just tend to use my boots in the winter, but that wasn't very good. So I don't have to have trainers. So I've got myself a pair of trainers. Don't really possess a pair of trainers, so yeah, not very exciting. I'm not really into trainers, so I don't know. Yeah, not into trainers, not into phones. I'm into my books, and my yarn, and my fabric. So I get excited about that. Oh, and also, this came the other day from my lovely friend. I couldn't resist, and this is from Crafty Clegg, and this is one of her pins. She's well worth going and having a look at her site, her Etsy shop. So that's Crafty Clegg, and that was a pin. I just thought that was a lovely, and that looks like it's her new card as well. Right, that's all. I'm going to sit down, have a cup of tea, and flip through a magazine, and then gather myself before I do anything else. Okay, bye. do some cooking. I'll try and do some cooking. I was going to cook a gingerbread cake, but I remembered I've got a parkin recipe and I really like that. It's very similar to a ginger cake. Main difference is the oats. You use some oats and you put some mixed spice in, but everything else is the same really. So I'm using my Arga book, and this is Lucy Young. She has worked alongside Mary Berry for years and years, so that's one of her recipes. Parkin, for any of you who don't know, is a traditionally English cake from the northeast of England. So hi northeast viewers, if I have any. And we have it in England round sort of bonfire night, so you'll start to perhaps see it in the shops. I don't think it is as popular as it used to be, and it probably is becoming more of a regional cake. But if you like ginger cake, you'll like parkin. So obviously I can't tell you quantities that are in here, but it's just, let's put you down here. So if I can move you, now I've messed it all up, haven't I? So we've got just plain flour and oats in here, if you can see, and then you just add, so that's sort of your dry mixture. You have 1 bowl of your dry mixture, so that's the plain flour, the oats, it'll be your spices, and some bicarbonate soda, of course, and then you'll have your well, not really wet ingredients, but you'll have your sugars. Yeah, you'll have your sugars and your butter alongside with an egg and some milk in this recipe. So I'll just put my glasses on to measure out of the quantities that I will need, and I just kind of guess really what they say. Let's see Nigella doing that on the TV. So it's just some ground ginger. So I'll put that in. Some bicarbonate of soda and some mixed spice, which I really like. The mixed spice, you know, we have it in our sort of Christmas cakes, Christmas puddings. Right, so I kind of just got to mix that round, melt the sugars and everything, and then sort of mix it together. I think in a while, well, it's probably been a year since I made something like this. I'm trying to sort of describe the texture really. It's a bit like a really chewy oat bar and a sponge, sort of a fusion, I suppose you would say, of those two. I just need to melt my sugar, so I'll go and do that, and then I'll come back. I've weighed everything, so I thought you don't really want to see me weighing things, but I've had a look. I can't actually see that Lucy Young gives any recipes away. I think you've got to sort of perhaps buy the books, but if you go on BBC Good Food, that's kind of where I start really, BBC Good Food, you'll be able to get a recipe from there quite easily.